I'm a personal trainer and a combat coach. I work with a lot of Muay Thai athletes, kickboxing and boxing as well, based in Woking. I've been doing it for self-employed for about 4 years, but been in the gym before that. I've been training Muay Thai 9 years. I've got a decent stable of novices and then also professional fighters as well. Shout out Arena Moriano. She's number one K1 fighter and
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
You actually went there.
to Thailand recently.
You did. Tell us a little bit about it.
I loved it, mate. People were awesome. Food was super cheap. The hotel we stayed at, the Good Luck Sport Hotel, were very accommodating. They helped us with everything we needed. We were about 2 minutes from the Muay Thai gym we were training at. PK Sanchai. Muay Thai is for everyone. And even if you're not from Woking, if you're from anywhere.
Do you train children? Kids?
Yeah, train kids as well.
Amazing.
I loved rugby as a kid, but I broke my neck playing rugby and it ruined
Oh, wait.
the sport. Yeah, so alongside judo, and whatever combat sports I've been doing this on my whole life, I've played rugby as well. And I'm pretty good at rugby as well.
Welcome back to the Allow It Bruh podcast. On today's episode, we have a kickboxer. We have Jared Advantage. We have Advantage Striking, also known as...
I don't have any other names. I'm trying to think of some, but
Jared Thompson, isn't it? That's
it. Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
The Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher.
The Punisher with the kicks.
Sounds like a sex thing, no?
Jared, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Fucking hell, where do I start? I'm a personal trainer and a combat coach. I work with a lot of Muay Thai athletes, kickboxing and boxing as well, based in Woking. I've been doing it for self-employed for about 4 years, but been in the gym before that. I've been training Muay Thai 9 years. And then as a younger child, just other martial arts as well. The portfolio.
You've got a portfolio of the scouts prior.
Yeah.
So you just love fighting.
I like fighting, yeah.
What age did you get into combat sports?
Martial arts, I want to say like 5 or 6.
Wow,
if
really?
you can consider judo a combat sport, it's not really.
It is.
I could
say it is. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's obviously it's adjacent. I would say like people apart from the Olympics aren't really tuning into judo competition unless they're practitioners themselves. So they have a finer appreciation for it. But like the boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, that sort of thing. I want to say, about 9 years now I've been involved meaningfully. Yeah.
When did you transition from fighting? Because what events was you fighting at? Was it white collar events or other events? Can you give us some of the events you were fighting?
By white collar, what do you mean?
A day to charity.
Like unlicensed events?
Yeah.
So largely Muay Thai events in the UK are unlicensed. It's one of the most unregulated sports in the UK. But there's getting more regulation and the infrastructure is being built by big promotions, and the standards are being set by organisations and promotions and things like that as well. But it goes unregulated for a lot of grassroots Muay Thai fighters.
How do you think that is?
Sport hasn't been around that long. There are pioneers of the sport that have been sort of investing in its growth and things like that, but it just hasn't been around in the UK as long as boxing. It's another country's martial art, essentially. It's Thailand's system. It was the Thai army system for self-defense, and then it became a stadium sport and a spectator sport.
Give us a little bit of history about the
Muay Thai history.
For a lot of the people that don't know, because I don't know. I know that it's Thai. The origin is from Thailand. So what you just said there is interesting.
So largely, I won't be able to bring up names and dates and things like that, but
statements.
Muay Thai statements. Muay Thai. In Thailand, obviously, it's their national sport. It's like a religion to them. It's based deeply in Buddhist practices as well, in Buddhism, and that's largely why I think it differs from like boxing and mixed martial arts.
What does it have of a discipline? Sport.
Yeah, it has more religious connotations and cultural connotations than boxing and mixed martial arts, which are more just
We can
Fight.
see what you had for lunch.
oh.
Some cats hanging out.
That's getting zoomed on just for a clip.
But what you were saying about obviously the culture of the sport,
Yeah,
you actually went there.
to Thailand recently.
You did.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your experience.
I loved it, mate. People were awesome. Food was super cheap.
Yeah.
The hotel we stayed at, the Good Luck Sport Hotel, were very accommodating. They helped us with everything we needed. We were about 2 minutes from the Muay Thai gym we were training at, which was
Sick.
PK Sanchai.
What
Well,
area was that in Thailand?
Bangkok, so Bangkok,
Yeah.
but it was in Bangkok, which is like southeast side of Bangkok, so not
Okay.
like right in the city centre. Yeah, it was fantastic, mate. Loved it. Yeah, awesome.
Bit of a cultural difference over there.
Yeah, massive cultural difference for sure. One thing that I noticed specifically was the service industry. So like waiters and like food service staff. The service was amazing out there.
Really?
Yeah, they really cared to, like, even in a McDonald's, you go into a McDonald's, you kind of get your burger thrown in a bag and kicked across the floor at you, you know.
And sat on.
But it was like table service for McDonald's, and
Oh, wait.
everything was
Very
made up.
accommodating.
Yeah, they're very accommodating. Yeah, they've got a big service industry in Thailand, based in the tourism, I think.
That's cool.
That was a massive culture shock.
How long was you there for?
2.5 weeks.
Oh, nice. Got
Yeah,
the full
that's it.
experience.
Let's get into the mix. You had a fight out there.
Yes, yeah, I had a fight
Tell
out
me
there.
about it. Who did you fight?
I fought a German guy called David. I think his name was David. I don't know much
German
about
David.
Probably my dad.
German David.
Yeah, my dad's called David.
Have you heard
He
from
just moved to Thailand as well.
Shout out German David. Did you batter him?
Yeah, it wasn't
Sorry.
close. Oh, my dad. I'm sorry. Yeah, it wasn't close. Yeah, fight ended in round 1. I felt super calm, super relaxed. I think the training at PK Sanchai had largely to do with it. They push you in the gym. It's like a military operation.
More compared to here.
I wouldn't say more compared to here. It depends what kind of gym you're training at in the UK. But yeah, they definitely pushed you as hard as you could be pushed.
What's that training? Like 5 hours a day or?
Yeah, so we went to the morning session, which was about 2 hours, and then the afternoon session, which is on for 4 hours, and that's every day. We didn't have to stay there for the full 4 hours or the full 2 hours for the morning session, but you kind of go there. There's a lot of hanging bags, and there's 4 large boxing rings, and then 1 cage in the corner, a big cage. And you'd go there and hit the boxing bags. There's about 11 to 15 trainers walking around, and until the trainer was ready to coach you, you'd be hitting the bag. So they'd be watching to see who's working hard on the bags to call them up for pad workarounds.
Yeah.
And you'd get to train with one of the trainers every day. Yeah, while you're waiting around, they don't want you to be sat there on your phone or doing anything like that. They won't even look at you twice if you're not paying attention and working, especially the fighters. Like if you're not working, they won't even acknowledge you. So you got to show them that you're working hard, and then you earn the right to work with one of the trainers. And then whoever you're paired with, all the trainers have their own specific styles and skill sets that they specialize in, which I think's amazing. And depending on what style of fighter you are, Muay Thai fighter, they'll allocate you a trainer based on that, which was great.
I bet you learned a lot.
I learned a lot, yeah. A lot of like technical adjustments, new techniques, and
You absorbed.
I absorbed a lot of information there that I can take and use for my own fighting, but also my own coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you? You said you started, let's say 5, 6 years old, right? What actually made you get into combat sport? Where did you find the passion for it?
So yeah, I did a lot of sports when I was younger, and my essentially what my dad did was he gave us the option of sports and took us to try out different sports. And then he said, just nail down 1 or 2 that you like, and then we fell into judo from there.
So it started from judo.
Started on judo.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and we did judo for about, I want to say, like 8 years, 7 years as kids.
Oh, wow.
Religiously practicing and doing competitions and things.
Nice.
And yeah, the love of martial arts came from.
Does your dad come from a background of martial arts then?
No, he's never been involved in martial arts, but he lived in a rough place. He's South African.
Yeah.
And he was in the South African military, and there's like a bare minimum of what they expect hand-to-hand combat for the South African Defence Force. So he's always been involved in like some bits of martial arts to some degree, but he's not a fighter. He's never fought in the ring or anything like that. Yeah, just at bars and nightclubs. Yeah. He's always had an interest in martial arts.
Do you think that your dad being in, excuse me, in the military, should I say, that kind of not pushed him to push you guys, but kind of, do you think that's influenced you for him to say, look, choose a sport out of all the ones? Do you think that kind of gave him the influence to give you that influence?
Yeah, it's just discipline and perseverance. 100%. I think it influenced that decision from him, and then you can sense people's enthusiasm, like even if they're giving you a choice. You know, if you respect and look up to someone, if they give you a choice between chicken or beef and they're enthusiastic about beef, you're gonna feed from that enthusiasm.
Yeah,
you know? And I think his enthusiasm for martial arts, like on a baseline level, potentially had an influence on us as kids. You know?
What I find interesting with that though, is at 5 and 6 years old, I don't know any kids that would go, oh, let me do martial arts as my sport.
I fancy getting slammed into the floor as hard as
most 5-year-olds.
I don't think it's that intense.
No, obviously not. But like, compare a 5-year-old going to football and then going into martial arts.
We used to play shout outs.
Yeah, my dad used to.
No, but you get what I'm saying, though, innit? You know what I'm saying, though, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like, how comes you chose martial arts though? Like out of all the sports, is it just what?
I can't say, mate. I really can't say.
You see something, you
This is interesting to me.
You're just stuck to it, and you see a vision in it.
Yeah, I can't really speak to the rationale of like why I selected that, but we were enthusiastic about it and passionate about it, and both me and my brother, you know, my twin.
Shout out John.
Oh yeah, John. Yeah.
Shout out John.
Score advantage.
Yeah.
John,
love the advantage because it's advantage striking.
Yeah.
But Jared, what I wanted to ask you is, you do this full time now.
Yeah.
This is your lifestyle.
That's my life. Yeah.
And you love it. You wake up every day. You go to bed and you're like, I'm training somebody tomorrow.
Yeah.
So do you have to learn new ways to train, like let's say the same client, or because there's a sense of you have to understand the person who you're training at the same time, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think there are certain.
How do you deal with that as a PT?
I think there are certain. It's not as difficult as you might expect because there's certain immutable things if you're doing Muay Thai training. There are certain fundamental things that are immutable. It doesn't matter who you're coaching. Like there's a rule set that exists in the sport, and then being able to capitalize on that rule set is essentially what your job as an athlete is. So if I was coaching a boxer, for example, it would be different from coaching a Muay Thai fighter. There are fundamental laws in these sports that are absolutely immutable. But then on the individual level, if you're looking at two different fighters who have very similar experience, they may have very different styles, and I try not to.
You have to adhere to that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have a style as a fighter, but I try not to.
Do you ever feel like maybe you want to implement your style onto them?
If it suits them, yeah, 100%. If it suits them,
and you've seen it work out.
Yes, but it's more like I see the same. Biological and psychological and all of these sort of like litmus tests with people, like all of the things about them that make them like create their kind of profile as a fighter. If it's very, very similar to mine, then I'll teach them the style that I love.
Are you a technical fighter?
No.
Or a striking fighter?
I'm a clinch fighter. So I do best when I'm up close and clinching in Muay Thai. So if you can
give us
control...
an example.
Yeah, so for example, let's use the boxing clinch as an example. If you are up close with someone in the clinch and you're holding onto each other's arms, you're not allowed to strike each other. Okay? You're not allowed to dirty box in the clinch, and you're not allowed to grab onto their head and pull it down, for example. There's certain things that you're not allowed to do in the boxing clinch. Whereas in the Muay Thai clinch, it's encouraged to try to land elbow strikes, knee strikes, and sweeping your opponent as well onto the floor. These things are encouraged and they're scored very highly. Judges really care about someone's technique in the clinch and their dominance in the clinch. A Muay Thai fight, it's frowned upon to step backwards. So if there's a fighter all being equal who's moving forwards and the other one is moving backwards and it's very close on the scorecards, the judges will tend to give it to the more ring dominant fighter, pushing the action more. Yeah, so it makes them look stronger. It makes them look more dominant in the ring. So inevitably, Muay Thai fights, they're both moving forward, right?
Forward, yeah.
So if you're too close to land punches and kicks, you're going to end up in the clinch. Because if I have control over your arms and you don't have control over mine, I can strike you with an elbow and also mitigate your chance of striking me with an elbow. So Muay Thai fights, 90% of the time, they'll end up on the outside like two stags. They'll clash on the outside and then they'll end up in the clinch. Unless one of the fighters is deciding to take a back step for whatever tactical reason, you're clinching and then the ref will break you, and then you're clinching again, the ref will break you. That's generally how it works. I like being in the clinch. I think it's uncomfortable and horrible, and I like being there.
Yeah.
Have you ever sustained any serious injuries being in the ring?
I wouldn't say serious. I've had my eyebrow cut here. I've had concussions before. Obviously you can't get away from concussions in this sport. I've never been knocked out specifically, but concussions you get in training and sometimes in the ring. I don't think I've been concussed after a fight in the ring, but definitely after certain training sessions.
Okay,
clean record.
Okay, I think I've seen 4 of them in action, or 5.
Yeah,
I saw you in the last fight. I don't know if I came with you, but
you're one of the loyal supporters.
Yes,
You bring an army down as well, which I appreciate.
I saw you in January 2020 fighting in Guildford.
Yeah.
I can't remember your opponent's name, but I loved watching you in that fight there.
It would have been Grant. Yeah, I would have fought Grant Ball. Yeah. That was at Rubik's nightclub, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
That was awesome.
And I saw you fight in Red Hill.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know how long ago that was.
Yeah, that coincidentally is the fight I lost.
Yeah, but it didn't look like you didn't lose terribly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You never. I've never seen you lose a fight terribly, and I've watched most of your fights.
Yeah.
I always get excited to watch you fight because I want to see something. I'd like.
You want to see me go to war?
Yeah, I love it. I do as well.
When I teach, you speaking about styles. When I teach people, I don't let them make the same mistakes that I make as a fighter. I'm not going to broadcast all my mistakes here because I will fight again, and I don't want someone who is a potential future opponent of mine to watch this and be like, oh, that's where we get him.
Yeah.
Because there's certain aspects of my fight style or personality that I don't think are optimal, but I don't control.
But you're implementing that onto your fighters.
Correct, yeah.
Because you implemented that onto your brother.
Correct.
He was your brother's coach.
Yeah, correct.
And when I watched your brother fight, I don't know where this was. You said last year.
Yeah.
It was last year.
December.
And your brother just effed him up.
Yeah, did well. Yeah.
Shout out John.
Shout out John.
But it was very good compared to the last fight I watched him.
Yeah.
So you done something different there, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
The people you're PTing at the moment, they have upcoming fights.
Yes, yeah.
In which competitions do they fight in? And where can people find these competitions?
So they are largely local shows at grassroots level of Muay Thai. You're fighting in sort of local leisure centres or like community halls and things. They're independent promoters, so they're not unified promoters. They put on the event, they pay the fighters, they pay the officials to come down and
how much can a fighter earn from a low level to, let's say, a higher level in this country, but not professionally?
Yeah, so lower level fighters, like amateur fighters, they don't get paid a purse to fight. They get a percentage of the tickets that they sell. So they're expected to bring crowds. So if you get people invested in your sort of training and your story and you're personable, you can do quite well, because the amateur fighters take a share of all of the ticket sales, right? But then professional fighters in the UK, they get paid a purse, and then they also get that percentage of the tickets that they sell. And it really depends on your demand as a professional fighter. There's like a baseline price that everyone deems is sort of acceptable, but then it's uncapped, really. It depends how well you can negotiate, I guess. You or your manager can negotiate. It's like you can turn around, and I can turn around to you and say, like, I want 20 grand. And if you're like, fuck no, that's way out of our budget. Okay, cool. See you later. I'll find a show that will pay me 20 grand.
Right. And have you seen
it's a balancing act, isn't it?
Have you seen this happen before?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. In the industry, it's people over negotiate for themselves and they under negotiate for themselves all the time. And you know, it's all about what you're prepared to accept, really, isn't it?
Have you ever had a paid fight yourself?
Yeah. Been paid purse.
Yeah, in Thailand?
Not a lot. Not a lot. It's not a lot, mate. Yeah. I wouldn't say I was in fighting. I wouldn't say I was a household name. I come to fight and I'm game, and I come to have a war. I'm not there to sort of eke out an easy win by scoring and running away from my opponent. I'm there to fight, like most Muay Thai fighters should be, based on what we were discussing about the rules before. But I wouldn't say I was a household name at all. I love fighting. And I love coaching as well. I love bringing the sport to other people.
With your coaching, have you had quite a success rate with your fighters winning fights?
Yeah. I've got a decent stable of novices, and then also professional fighters as well. Shout out Arena Moriano. She's #1 K1 fighter in
she is.
UK.
Yeah.
She's
shout out Arena.
Yeah, shout out Arena Advantage.
Arena Advantage. Yeah. So you're building a community around the Advantage.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We are a community.
How many people do you have that you train in?
Fighters, I'd have to get out my spreadsheet, but I think
that many.
12, 13.
12, yeah.
No, just 12, like 13 fighters that are from novice level to pro level.
That's
a variety. Yeah.
And how far can Arena go in this sport?
I think she's the best in the UK at her weight.
She is very good. She is very, very good. Yeah.
I wholeheartedly, I think she's the best in the UK at her weight. Yeah.
And where can she go from here?
Fighting internationally. Yeah. I think she's got a fight coming up on August 24th against a strong opponent from Wales. She's ranked in the UK as well. She's UK ranked #3 at this weight category that they're fighting at. She's a strong opponent. Yeah, we're not underestimating her. We're not messing about. But I think Arena's better, and I think Arena will win if she stays composed and
what is she
executes.
ranked?
She'll win #4.
#4.
Oh, that's a close match.
You're gonna push her to #1.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if that's what she wants. I say to all of my fighters as well, because I'm not trying to make a career out of fighting, and I'm very, very open about that to my fighters. I say to them, if it fills you with joy, if you're enjoying it, do it. If it's not, don't. Being a professional fighter is not something that you don't turn around, sat at a desk and be like, I want to be a professional fighter, because it's few and far between, and people don't make it. Like people don't make it.
Of course,
exactly. You kind of fall into it from winning fights consecutively and being like, I really enjoy this. This is what I want to do all day, every day. Whereas for me, before I became a self-employed personal trainer, I had a sales job, but I thought to myself, like, I want to be in a profession that puts me in the gym environment all day, every day. I want to be surrounded by like-minded people.
Yeah, of course.
In the gym, and that's what I did.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, I love that.
That's mad.
And you're very wise with your words too.
You think so?
Yes.
Thank you.
Drop some wisdom for us.
Yeah. Truth bombs.
Yeah. About the fight game.
About the fight game.
What would you say to a person who wants to go into Muay Thai? They've had a couple of white collar events, etc. But they
white collar boxing.
Yeah. No, the white collar, the
unlicensed.
Muay Thai, what, amateur fights? Yeah.
What best advice would you give to somebody who's, let's say they're around about 16, 17, 18 and they want to get into the sport?
I think
because does age matter?
I think the sport's for everyone.
Yeah, of course.
It's the capacity of your involvement in the sport that matters. I think if you're 15, 16, and you've had a couple of Muay Thai fights and you enjoy it, just keep fighting. Fight as often as you can. Train hard, train diligently, be disciplined.
Yeah.
Don't put on weight in between fights and have to cut down weight in your fight camps because it harms your performance. Don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol because it harms your performance. Exercise regularly and be active even if you're not training Muay Thai. You want to be active all the time, again, because if you aren't active and you have a sedentary lifestyle, it harms your performance. If performance is what matters to you, instead of just jumping in the ring and having an exciting experience, it's akin to skydiving as well. It's like some people jump out of planes and some people throw leather at each other in Guildford Community Hall. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's an adrenaline rush, and it is an amazing sport, and it has the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. But I would just say, you are an athlete now. If you want to fight, you have, by your own decision, become an athlete. You need to act like an athlete and live like an athlete. You know, because it's not a game.
It's discipline.
Yeah, it's not a game. It's not like a game of badminton. We could go have a game of badminton and be absolutely fine. Like, we're not doing potentially life-altering injuries to each other playing a game.
Yeah,
you can try badminton. You can try it and be like, badminton's not for me. You can't really try it. It's not really a game.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in the future from now then?
Where do I see myself?
To do with Muay Thai.
Are you ever going to jump back into the ring?
Yeah, absolutely. I will. I don't have any plans or any fights booked in at the moment. Just whenever
whoever's watching, if you want to fight.
Yeah. I wouldn't say.
I know some.
No to say. Yeah, no, absolutely. I love the sport. I love participating in it as well. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a career out of fighting. I just love fighting. I love jumping in the ring and having that experience, having a fair fight.
It's a thrill.
Coming out on top.
You enjoy it. Yeah.
There's nothing quite like winning a fair fight.
Yeah, of course. There is nothing like winning.
Would you ever coach back in South Africa?
Interesting question. Wow, I've never really thought of that. I think the political climate in South Africa, I won't go too deep on it. I don't think I have any plans to move back there. Yeah, I'll coach anywhere I live in the world. Yeah, anywhere I live in the world. I don't think I'll do anything else for the rest of my life. I love what I do.
Yeah, so you'll definitely go back to Thailand then?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Next year, I'll definitely go at some point.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just about figuring out the details when to go. The gym were happy with, PK Sanchai were happy with my performance, and they
want to invite you out for
they asked me to fight again. Yeah, they did. They asked me to fight again.
That's good.
That's sick, man.
And at Lumpini as well, which is an honour. I consider that an honour. PK Sanchai, they don't put foreigners out for fights in Rajasthan or Lumpini very often. They kind of want to test you first and see how you act in the ring before, because their reputation matters to them. They're a world-class gym. And it's hard to know. Like, I was giving my absolute all in training, but it's hard to tell how someone's going to be in the ring. So they were kind of assessing me at that point, but they've invited me back to fight at Lumpini, which is nice. It's an honour, but I wasn't there. They invited me the next Wednesday to fight there, but I left on the Monday, so I was like,
no,
you need more time. I need somewhere there.
You need to go back there, man, for sure. What was I going to say as well?
What is the vision you see, apart from just coaching these individuals, athletes, etc.? Do you want to go into pro coaching? Like, let's say maybe teach mixed martial arts for the UFC. Is that something you've ever thought about?
So when you say pro coaching, Muay Thai is my sport. Muay Thai is my specialty. I currently train one of the top ranked fighters in the UK. I think.
So you already do it now.
Yeah, I'm coaching pro Muay Thai at the moment. But in terms of mixed martial arts, MMA, it's not my sport. I've had 2 MMA fights.
I know.
I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
But it's not my sport. Muay Thai is my sport. So with regards to, do I have any plans for the future? I think continue to train my novice level guys. If they keep loving it, if they keep enjoying it like they are, just see where they progress. You know, see what kind of opportunities are afforded to them. Fighting internationally is always an option. and basically getting an all expenses paid holiday to go to another country and fight. I think that's
pretty great. So you want to see more of this as well?
Yeah,
more of these opportunities you'll take on board.
Yeah, absolutely. And I manage my team of fighters, but I'm not looking to cut out a 20% from a fighter. My fighters take 100% of their purses.
I respect to that.
Obviously, they pay me for training. They take 100% of their purses.
Right.
Just finding better opportunities for them to get paid.
Of course,
getting my fighters paid.
Do you have quite a network amongst these events that you go to?
Yeah.
Where you can get more fights each year? Because I'm sure maybe you have fighters that want to fight more than twice a year.
Yeah, I have good relationships with a lot of promotions in the UK. I can always find fights for my fighters if they want them, and fair matches for my fighters if they're looking for them. Getting fights isn't really the key. It's just fighting better opponents. You know, as a Muay Thai fighter, what you really want to do is you want to fight the best opponents you possibly can and test yourself in that way.
We keep hearing this in the fighting game.
Yeah. That unlocks opportunities for you.
Nice facts.
It doesn't matter if you're 10-0, if you're beating bums.
If you're beating people, you're just, knocking people out, etc. There needs to come a time where you need to fight somebody who's up to your par.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like you're not testing yourself if you're not doing that.
Yeah.
And if you're not testing yourself, you're in that.
They say that if you haven't had a loss, you're not really a fighter. I keep hearing this.
It's not, if a fighter wins lots of fights, it's not their fault for training diligently and
no, of course not,
and winning. But it's about, you don't want to have your fights cherry picked for you.
Yeah. Have you had a tough fight? Yeah.
Have I had a tough fight?
No, in general, with what we're saying, in regards to what we were just saying.
For me or my team?
No. what I was saying, with the people who can have 10-0 against bums.
Yeah.
And it's a case of,
have you had a tough fight? Yeah, exactly. And then there's always, people always throw doubt on people like that as well, but I think you can look at it objectively and figure out whether they've had tough fights or not. Have they had 5-round wars, or is everything a second round stoppage? Watching the fights themselves, were they tested technically, were they tested as an athlete, were they tested psychologically? You can physically see these things.
Yeah,
you can. If you're paying attention, you can see whether they're tested as an athlete. You can see whether they're tested psychologically, emotionally.
Do you analyze your fighters? Do you analyze their opponents?
Absolutely.
A few weeks before the fight.
Yeah, I think that's one of my specialties. I think I watch slow motion footage of all of their fights, and I make timestamps and notes on every single movement they make. I sit there and I watch hours and hours of footage, as much footage as I can. Yeah,
very analytical.
Yeah, I'm an analyst.
I'm going to be honest though. I feel like if you're trying to be a fighter or you're training someone that says they want to be a fighter and they don't do that, people are going to probably put some rubbish in the comments for this. I genuinely don't think you want to become the greatest fighter of all time if you're not analysing your opponent. That's just my opinion.
I don't think it's a fighter's responsibility to analyse their opponent.
No, not the fighter, but the team. The team. Yeah. I genuinely feel like the fighter and the team, they don't want their fighter to be the best if they're claiming he's going to be the next biggest thing. How are you not studying your opponent that you're supposed to be fighting? That doesn't make no sense.
Should we talk about fighters? Oh, you said you wanted wisdom from the industry. Yeah. Should we talk about fighters analysing their own opponents?
Go on.
Yeah. You aren't seeing straight. If you're watching your opponent's fights, it doesn't matter how objective you are and how clinical you are about your observations, you are always going to view it through a lens of bias.
Of course. Your next opponent, of course. Yeah.
There's a it's intangible. You can't put a mark on the person that you're fighting, because you're either overvaluing them or undervaluing them always. You're never seeing things totally.
So is it better to just go in there?
Leave it up to your coach. Leave it up to your coach. Exactly. I'm not even saying that. For my guys understand that, and there's trust there and there's respect there, that they know that the practice that we're doing, we're building up core set of skills and habits and instincts based on each opponent. They understand, they trust that. For fighters out there that I don't train them, I'd say just trust your coaches.
Yeah,
you're never bigger than your coach.
I've been saying this, isn't it? Some of the fighters we've been seeing this, that I've kept saying it's also the team that's behind them that makes them also a great fighter.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, it does. If you have a right coach, you have a right team supporting you, that's going to help you as a fighter. Do you get what I'm saying?
By the same flip of the coin, if you don't trust your coach, find a new coach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
No.
Where can they find you?
Not me.
Woken, Jared Advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
It's advantage
Underscore.
striking.
Yes.
I've got one more
On
question.
Instagram.
I've got one more question for you. If you wasn't doing what you was doing now, what would you have been doing?
Good question. Fuck, man, I don't know.
Architect.
Do you think there would have been another sport that you would have chose?
Yeah, invariably a combat sport, but I mean, like,
Not combat.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I loved rugby as a kid, but I broke my neck playing rugby, and it ruined my enjoyment of the sport. Yeah, so alongside judo, and whatever combat sports I've been doing at the time, my whole life I've played rugby as well, and I'm pretty good at rugby as well.
Yeah.
But I broke my neck in a scrum. The scrum collapsed, and I broke my neck as a child. Yeah, no. It ruined my enjoyment of the sport, and then I didn't play for 5 years, and I never fell back into it.
Yeah.
You know,
You fell into something else.
fell into something else. Yeah, a worse.
You fell into breaking.
You became a monster.
I fell into a worse sport for it, but you know, yeah, fuck, no. Probably playing rugby, mate, to be honest.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you play any sports?
Not so much. Basketball, football. I've done boxing for a couple of years when I was
straight
young.
into the neck,
Literally, yeah.
just like that. Yeah.
So I got you a gift.
Thank you, mate. Oh, actually, I should have said it when we were talking about Thailand. I brought a gift box of your soaps to Thailand, and that is the only hygiene product that we were using for our hygiene needs. Give this one.
You didn't want to use the ones out there.
Fight Club, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
because you actually now run a fight club.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. I love seeing that.
Yeah. We're I love my team.
And I've seen, obviously, I've known you for years. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
But it's great to see how far you've progressed.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
I want to be at the next few events that you got going on.
100%. We'll talk. We'll do something. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, we had the gift box of soaps. We had the lemon charcoal one, which is a personal favourite.
Yeah.
This smells very similar to the lemon charcoal one, actually.
That's my favourite one.
I like
this
this one.
earlier.
I'm going to be using it.
That's my favourite. Yeah.
The lemon charcoal one and the Western wildflower as well. What would you say your most popular? I almost said flavour. Like I'm going to start scanning.
Yeah, it's
the flavour, isn't it?
Probably the pink candy online.
Yeah.
So there's the same.
Josh said that as well.
Yeah, that's
Says it
it.
the Fight Club one, my lavender one.
Yeah, but then you got the new one, isn't it?
I've got a goat milk one now that's flying out
Nice.
like hotcakes.
You can drink it.
No, you can't. Don't do that.
Don't drink it. Don't drink it.
Yeah.
You remember
What's
the
the
Tide
wild
Pod scandal where people were eating them?
The what?
Tide Pods. You know what Tide Pods are?
No.
Those little, they look blue. They look like a slush puppy mix in a little capsule. And
Is
people
it?
were eating them because they looked edible. People do all sorts of shit. So what my whole point is, you can't tell people that you can blend it and eat it. They will do it. Like, people aren't as switched on.
Make sure you do it. No, I do.
I'm definitely not.
Don't do that.
I almost picked it up and
Jared, just before we go, can you drop your socials on here?
Oh, wait. Oh, no, you already done it, don't worry. I was going to say drop some words of wisdom, but he made you do that already.
yeah.
He's gonna do another.
Yeah.
Drop your socials on here so people can
Discount,
contact you.
yeah.
Are you looking? Are you open to more people joining your fight club?
So if you're based around Woking,
Sorry for
sort of
people.
Surrey area, yeah, then we have a team that's growing bigger as things go. That, you know, Muay Thai is for everyone, and even if you're not from Woking, if you're from anywhere,
Do you
in the
train
UK,
children, kids?
Yeah, train kids as well.
Amazing. Yeah. So definitely with the people with the children,
Yeah,
get in contact.
but more to the point, like, Muay Thai is for everyone, and whether you're young, old, middle-aged, teenager, whatever, it really is a sport for everyone. You know, you don't have to fight to practice Muay Thai and reap the health benefits and
can you get Josh a
psychological
fight?
benefits. Yeah,
I see.
absolutely.
Allow it,
I'm getting the fight with Mr. Cast.
Everyone keeps saying this. Everyone, even when I was at the press conference and the open workouts the other day, they was like, "Yo, you may as well fight, you know?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, I interview fighters."
Can you start? Can you start training Josh, please?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I need to start training you, mate.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah, why does everybody want me to come and train? But yeah, sure, I will.
Yeah.
No, I actually will. It's good for fitness as well.
Right, now it's live. Now it's live. You can't
now.
I have to. You got to turn up.
You'll see this next year and be like, "Oh my god, he's become a champion."
Literally,
You'll be
Jared?
interviewing yourself, mate, or Josh will be interviewing you. Yeah.
literally. But thank you for coming on, Jared. I appreciate it,
No
my
problem.
bro. Thank you very much for coming down. We finally got it in the bag. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll put all of Jared Advantage's Instagrams and links down in the bio, so make sure you go and hit them up.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, my guy.
How do you think that went? Quick.
Yeah, good.
It went quick, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of bits in there where I just I think